Hello my creative friend, Olga Soby here, and welcome to new art tutorial. Today, when the seasons change and when we're moving into the fall season, I kind of want to do a last tribute to summer and do an ocean, the really summery ocean shore painting. And it still feels like summer here in Vancouver. I know it's going to change very soon. And for this painting, I really wanted to capture this energy, the tropical color of waters and some really sunny shore of the ocean. And I'm working on a diptych. I have already created texture. I used this modeling paste by PBO to create it, and I mixed it with a little bit of white paint as well. So after I added texture and it has dried for about, I would say 10 days now. I added also the stands at the back, and honestly it's a good idea to add stands before you add texture or anything on top. But it's okay because texture created with this paste, with the modeling paste, it's actually quite durable and quite flexible. So even though I had to put it face down, as long as it's completely dry, it's okay. So in case you also forget to add stands or really need to put it face down, that's fine. Just let it cure, let it dry for at least a week to make sure it's, you know, all the moisture has really evaporated from the paste. I love this reaction so much, it's gorgeous. Yeah, I don't really know how I feel about this whole tilting idea. But for the first part of the painting, actually, I guess it's already second part. First one was creating this texture. So for the second part of the painting, I want to really create this ocean shore. It's going to be very interesting to work on a diptych, on a longer panels. And I have prepared 4 colors here, so white and 3 shades of turquoise, from lightest to darkest. Let's see how this one turns out, so let's get started. You know, recently, since I started experimenting with combining texture and fluid art techniques and really discovering something new with this, I have gotten quite a few comments from people saying that I should stick to what I'm good at, which would be like blowing techniques and really fluid art techniques, and not do other stuff because it doesn't look good or whatever. You know what? I don't think so. I'm gonna experiment with whatever techniques I want, and if you ever get comments like this from your followers or from anybody in your surroundings, just don't take it seriously, don't take it personally. Everybody have their own limits, but you as an artist, you have to allow yourself to be free of the limits. And if you feel like experimenting and pushing yourself to, you know, new areas and experiment with techniques, go for it. And therefore, the secret message for this painting: new beginnings. So for this piece, I really don't mind if my paint is gonna get over the texture because I'm gonna paint over anyway, but I'll still try to work, you know, not get too close to it. Actually, I just thought to prevent some of the turquoise getting onto my texture, I'm gonna create a border line of white because I'm gonna create the foamy effect anyway with my white, so might as well use it as a border right away. And let's add in those colors. So this one here is a mix of phthalo blue, phthalo green, iridescent turquoise, iridescent blue green, and just a dash of white. It's very almost metallic iridescent color. It's gonna look fabulous when it's dry. And today I want to add my colors in dots. I don't know, just for a change. It's going to be different layout of the colors today. Of course, I want to have more light turquoise closer to the shore, and darker will go further from the shore, but still some lighter shades can blend into the dark section as well, and vice versa. So this is kind of the same 3 colors, phthalo blue, phthalo green, and iridescent blue green, but in different proportion. This has more blue in it. So finally, this one, it's also the same three colors, but it has no white and it has a little bit of black in here. I'm getting very close to it. I'm gonna tilt right now a little bit to like really help those colors level out. I don't think I mentioned this before, but I'm working on 10 by 20 cradle wood panels today. Okay, so far so good, and it created an interesting, more uneven transition from lighter to darker shades of turquoise. So now I'm gonna work on a foamy part. And last time I did blowing technique when I also incorporated some texture in fluid art and create really cool textured wave, but I wanna do different technique today. I wanna do a swiping instead of blowing. Let's see how that will work. So I'm gonna swipe with my white color over this turquoise, different shades of turquoise. So I have already added a little bit of white on the border here, but I think I'm gonna add more white on my spatula, which I'm gonna be swiping with. Let's do it. Oh, I'm excited. Ooh. Beautiful. And all the colors are mixed with my new recipe, of course, as for all of my newest paintings, newest videos. If you want to learn more about it, check out my new online course. I will link it below in the description. I think I'm gonna clean spatula every time after every swipe because I want to only start with white foamy part closer to the shore, so I don't really want to drag any turquoise over the white. Okay, it's working out great. I know that the shimmer in all those colors will dry super nicely. So one more to go for this side. Awesome. I love this reaction so much, it's gorgeous. Okay, I think I'm gonna switch them up. It's definitely gonna be easier for me to swipe the other one when it's gonna be closer towards me. I'm gonna let this one be for now, but I think I'm gonna tilt it a little bit. But I wanna do both swipes first. Oh, I think I swiped off too much on this side. Right here. Oh, I don't even know. I think I'm gonna let it be for now, and then when I'm gonna do the tilting, should be able to hide that section or level it out. Colors and all this reaction just makes me so happy. All three worked quite well, so I'm gonna let this one sit now. I'm gonna switch them back and do a little bit of tilting. These colors are so beautiful. So as I said, I want to do a little bit of tilting to make those lines or waves a little less uniform. I don't really know how I feel about this whole tilting idea. I mean, this part looks cool, but this, not that much. You know what? I love the colors and the cell reaction, but the overall layout, I'm not really feeling it. So what I'm gonna try doing, I'm gonna try blowing over. So I need to add a little bit more color on both sides. Good thing I still have some. And I really hope that it's gonna turn out nicely. Work in progress, that's totally fine. Let's see how it works out. It is completely different from what I wanted, but it is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it's kind of predictable because I did something similar with another painting, so I knew exactly how it's going to turn out, but I love it nevertheless. So let's keep on working. I kind of want to shape up some of those waves a little bit. Now let's work on this part of the painting. It is time to work on a textured part of this painting, and I'm going to be working on multiple layers because I really want to create sort of a feeling of depth in this piece. So to begin with, I want to add a little bit of gold. I don't want this part to be really shiny gold, but some of the under layers, I want the gold to shine through. So I think I'm just gonna add some parts of it right with my gloved hand, and I'm just gonna sort of rub it in a few sections. I definitely want to keep some white shining through as well, so some parts it's gonna be more, some it's gonna be less. Because this piece is textured, this area is textured, it creates a very interesting design. Because I'm not rubbing it right in, I'm sort of working on the surface for the most part, and that's why it creates this feeling of depth. Okay, I think this is looking cool. I'm gonna let it dry now and move on. Once it's dry, I'll move on to the next layer of paint application. Okay, the gold layer is dry, so now I'm gonna add next layer. And I have two colors here. One is sort of a beige, and another one is the same color but darker. So closer to the waterline, my rocky part, it needs to be a little darker, right? Because it's wet. So I'm gonna add a bit of a darker color. I think I'm gonna just use my fingers for this portion as well. And then we will blend it with a lighter color. Again, I'm leaving a little bit of white shining through. I think it looks nice here. It doesn't need to be fully covered. Let's add a little bit of this brownish orangey color throughout. I think I want to work right on top. I'm not going to let this one dry. I think I'm going to work right over so that I can do some blending. I'm using wet paper towel to remove and blend in a little bit of that pinkish beige color and let more of the gold shine in a few areas. Take care of the sides as well, make sure it's nicely covered in the area that is going to be visible above the tape. You know what? I do feel like I want to just go back and add a little bit of gold, but now more on top. Okay, I really love how all those colors and all the elements come together. I'm gonna let it dry. I think I might add a few darker sections. Maybe not, I don't know. I want to see how it dries first and then I'll make a decision. So I'll see you in a moment. Yes, I ended up adding a few darker parts on the texture part and I mixed the dark brown color for that. I definitely love it more. So now I remove the tape, carefully removing the clean wood sides of my cradle wood panels. I absolutely love this moment of reveal. And I covered the water part of this painting with epoxy resin for glossy, glass-like finish. I think it works perfectly for ocean-inspired art. Plus, it really makes this iridescent blue-green pop even more. And I love that my shore part of this painting that was created with texture and multiple layers of paint has a lot more resemblance with the rock texture. Definitely looks more interesting this way. I think there is yet so much to explore about this combination of techniques. I hope you are as excited as I am. And of course, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Please let me know what you think about the outcome. I would love to hear from you and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye!